Boycott Canelo Alvarez. Let's talk about it. And Edgar Berlanga, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and the subscribe button is the bell icon button. You hear a lot of people saying that fans may boycott Canelo Alvarez and Berlanga, and that I ain't watching it, and I ain't gonna pay for it. And now people starting to write that write articles, make videos that people may not watch it and buy it. But all it boils down to, and will they cancel it is also a question we can speak on too. What it boils down to is the fans and the people that's putting on the fight. PBC, will PBC take their L? You know what I'm saying, and move on from Canelo, or force Canelo to fight better opponents, or they act like they making money and continue to let him do what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? So, but honestly, man, I don't believe that Munguia fight did no 500,000 they say it did. I have no proof, but I just don't think it did the numbers that they said they did for that fight. So, but long as they making a profit, I think that's all they actually really care about, as long as they flipping a profit. So yeah, you could have put your blinker on 10 years ago, Brad. But yeah, so if they making money and enough money, they can continue to put that on. But I want to know what the ticket price is gonna look like, and the ticket sales gonna look like. But fans say, I'm not watching, I'm not paying for it, and some people have buyer's remorse at the last minute, then they go ahead and they buy the fight. Then they go and buy the fight. So, but at the end of the day, people still gonna stream it. I'm telling y'all, they look at all that on social media, the engagements, the Google Trends, what's trending on Twitter, the clicks on all that stuff, YouTube. They look at how many fans are engaged and talking about the fight as long as the views as well too. So, to be honest, if Canelo got a hard guarantee of $20-30 million, regardless of how that fight do, they got to pay that $20-30 million. So I really don't have no faith. When I was telling people about 5 years ago they need to boycott certain fights, you can't tell people what to watch and this, that, and third. That's why I don't really say nothing about boycott, especially the boxing fans, because a lot of y'all don't really got no motion going outside of this boxing. That's why y'all sit on niggas live streams and videos all day, 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours out the day. And y'all let a lot of these dudes indoctrinate y'all into believing what they believe when it comes to this boxing shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all just sit here on stream to stream, video to video, and don't got a brain of y'all own to think about what's going on. At the end of the day, absolutely not. You shouldn't, you should, make up your own decision. But when looking at Canelo and Berlanga, they got projections. To me, it made a lot more sense just going to the East Coast. If the UFC gonna be at the Sphere, why not just have the East Coast media be like, all right, I ain't gotta go all the way to Vegas. We can just stay right here in New York City. So to me, it didn't make no sense to do the fight in Vegas to begin with. You got a guy that's from New York, that's a draw. Why not just do it in New York? I understand this Mexican Independence Day holiday and all that, and you don't want the Mexicans to travel across country. But to me, you got somebody like Berlanga and his demographic is in New York City, they should have did it that way, in the UFC, in Vegas too, at the Sphere. So, and a lot of people gonna want to be at the Sphere and be able to see their first live combat show at the Sphere. So, but nonetheless, I don't think it's gonna do well. You gotta understand a lot of things. A lot of people vacationing, a lot of kids going back to school. The Mexicans gonna support it because it's it's the holiday. It's the holiday. So he gonna get that viewership. So that's worth about 300,000 right there. 200, 300,000 people buying it. So anybody else, buy it. So De La Hoya pushing a crusade against it. I'm pushing a small crusade against it. And most people know what's up. So yeah, I wouldn't even stream that shit. Truth be told, I wouldn't even stream it. No, I wouldn't even stream it. For what? I wouldn't even stream it. So the ticket sales gonna tell a lot. And we know PBC like to buy and resell, but ain't no point of buying if you ain't got nobody to resell it to. So ain't no point of buying it if you ain't got no point to resell it to. So to me it made no sense. You know? To me it made 0 sense. But you know, hey, that's to each his own on that. But we'll see what happens. But the ticket sales is probably going to determine, you know, if that fight gonna go on or not go on. And I would be surprised if they cancel it. I mean, they canceled the Trevor Cucumber fight with Plant. Talking about he got a cut in his eye. Okay, how hard is it to replace Trevor Cucumber? You can put Jesse Hart right in there with Caleb Plant. I know Hart just had a fight. I'm pretty sure he can come back in the well, probably not August 17th, but when the one is supposed to be August 17th, so maybe he just fought the other day. But maybe he wouldn't have took that fight. He would have took the Caleb Plant fight, but I don't know. They could have found another opponent. Nobody was coming to see Trevor and Cucumber at all. Whatever his name is, nobody was coming to see him. So don't be surprised if they don't cancel this fight. But they got people that do projections and stuff. So they must project that they gonna turn a profit in this fight. And maybe Canelo took a reduced payment. You know, Berlanga, you know, obviously he ain't gonna get what the other top guys got. But he gonna get more than what he got. And they banking on Mexican versus Puerto Ricans, Puerto Rico selling on Mexican Independence Day holiday. But at the end of the day, once again, Berlanga fan base is on the East Coast. So what did they get from this by doing this fight on the West Coast? Then they tried to fight Chris Eubanks. So obviously they cutting prices down somewhere. Obviously they got people that do these projections, so they know they're gonna make a profit. They're not gonna put a fight on, they're gonna lose a bunch of money. But if the tickets ain't moving like that, and they're gonna sell tickets because it's, you know, Mexicans gonna support Canelo on the holiday. But you gotta ask yourself, you know, UFC, you know, at the spear, they breaking the spear in combat sports wise. You know, you gotta understand, people gonna, you know, rather do that. Because people rather gonna just slide over there and mess with that. Because people gonna spend $90 to watch Berlanga and Canelo. I figured that was better off just putting this on regular TV, buying a TV slot, and pricing the ads. But then again, you gotta have people that want to put ads on. You know, so. But you know, nonetheless, I mean, I can see this fight being canceled. If them ticket sales don't move, I can see it being canceled. And you know, you gotta know PBC probably ain't gonna do a huge ticket price reduction. Canelo's probably gonna be $200-300 just to get up in there. So I mean, even if you are Mexican, you should want better on this holiday day. If he gonna lock these dates down, if he locked them down the way he supposed to, and fought top opponents, UFC, it would be no room for them to fit in. To get in and fit in, it wouldn't be no room for it. So yeah, I can see this fight being canceled. If them tickets don't move the way they supposed to move, yeah, I can see this fight, you know, being canceled. I can see that literally happening. I can see it literally happening, that this fight getting canceled. So, but you know, we'll see what happens. But yeah, shit. They got people that do these projections. Real talk. They got people that do these projections. So they got to be able to crunch the numbers and make sure they bring a profit, and they got an opportunity to pay Canelo. But if they got to pay Canelo a high guarantee and they lose money, it's probably a wrap. You know it's a wrap. You got no leverage when you let Canelo come to your platform and fight Edgar Berlanga. You know you got no leverage. He get to come and fight Edgar Berlanga, bro. That's crazy. So, you know, that is what it is, man. And let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, the subscribe button. There's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App, $, CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link